Hello everyone, this is Colin on the ASCA League channel, and here we are for the Copperhead Amateur Series, Race 12 at Lanier Motor Speedway. We come in here now just under 5 races left in this series before we crown a champion in the first ever season of the Copperhead Amateur Series. Here's the point standings coming into the race. Logan Sanders with a 19-point lead over Davey Johnson. He wants to try to extend it here today so he can be more comfortable going to Dover later this year. Anyways, this is one of the shortest races on the schedule, so drivers starting up front have the best advantage here today. Here's your starting lineup. Red Stallion Racing doing really good in qualifying. Jack Porkins and Garrett Sidnor on the front row. Row 2, August Eberhard and Logan Sanders. Sanders, your points leader, not too bad for him. Row 3, Zach Rain and Nick Vaquez. An awesome starting spot for Vaquez. Row 4, Miranda Zwischel and Nia Deverett in the 51 car. Row 5, Jake Baskinger, a good starting spot for him, and Max Stein, the first non-chaser. Row 6, Julio Caesar and Conrad Cooper in the BK Racing car. Row 7, Chloe Baker making a comeback in the chase, and Davey Johnson second in the points. Row 8, Andrei Popov and Cody Smart, the only non-chaser to win a race this season. Row 9, Patrick Curtis back in the car, and Megan Johnson to his outside. Row 10, Brian Thompson and Chris Dodd makes another race for the Vincent Motorsports Dodge. Row 11, Castle Radcliffe in 38, and Dan Klinick on his outside for DBR Motorsports. Row 12, Eric Monaco and Carson Bowers, both non-chasers in that row. Row 13, Alan Eberhard and Jake Rogers making his debut appearance in the 98 car. Row 14, Christian Parker also making his debut, as well as Aiden Milliken on his outside. We are just about set to go green. The flagman is waving the green flag. Here we are racing 40 laps at Lanier. And this track is extremely small, but there is enough room to do what you're seeing further back in the field. Nick Vaquez going 3 wide in the middle between August Eberhard and Logan Sanders. As we complete lap 1, Garrett Sidnor and Jack Porkins continue to battle nose to nose as they're actually pulling away from the rest of the field. Nick Vaquez is really putting it on the 83 and the 14 right now. And it looks like the HBO Dodge, though, is looking to edge away right now. The Culver's Dodge, though, hanging in there. The Red Stallion Racing Dodges definitely doing pretty good. And there goes Jack. Jack will drop down to the inside line, and he will take the top spot from his teammate. Porkins out front early on. Riding on board Zach Rain as we watch this intense 3-wide battle. They're still going at it. And Nick Vaquez really jumped to the middle of the track right in turn 1. He wanted to try to get up there. Nick has had a fast car this week, and I'm sure he wants to show how fast it is because he's not had too much luck this season. He is down in 15th in points and virtually out of a chance of winning the championship. So he wants to at least get a race win at the end of the season. For Logan Sanders, he's going to back off and let him by because he doesn't want to jeopardize his first place in the points run right now. Here's Logan Sanders' teammate, Chloe Baker. We mentioned she was making a pull through the points. Well, she was last at one point, but now she is up to 8th in points. Only 46 points back. That's definitely a sizable margin over a race of points, but definitely still in contention. And if Chloe can rack together a win in a couple top 5s, she could easily be in the hunt again. Here's another female driver in the hunt for the championship, Nia Deverett. She's been in there since the beginning. She's running 3rd in the points, as well as Conrad Cooper, who also started to make a ruckus. However, he's fallen to 6th after last week. I believe I said this was a debut appearance for Jake Rogers. This is not. This is his 2nd start. Remember, he actually started for the 21 car of Patrick Curtis last week as a fill-in. This is his first start in the 98 car. Also making their first start, but their legitimate first start, both in qualifying and in a race, Christian Parker, amazingly, for his first attempt at a qualifying effort, he manages to make the field, which is astounding, although he has some pretty good equipment underneath his hood. As we see Parker, he is hanging out at the back of the field, but really just making the field shows his talent, and I'm sure if he just wants to ride it out today, that'll be fine because he's already done more than expected for his debut appearance. But as you look in front of him, some of his other rookie competitors are getting a little roughhousing up there. You see the 17 and the 02. They're actually making their 3rd consecutive start, both of them. They have not missed a qualifying effort, so both 02 of Alan Eberhard and the 17 of Eric Monaco have really been on their game. Chris Dodd also managed to qualify, you see in the 8 car, on his first attempt. However, he hasn't been too lucky outside of that first race. You see, Nick Vequez has lost his battle with the 1483 as they continue to battle, but we should really point out the team. This is Jose Vequez Racing, or known as JVS Racing. We haven't talked a lot about them this season, but they are also housing the 11 of Davey Johnson. Johnson is second in points coming this week, so they are definitely a contender. However, Nick has just not been there. Neither has his brother, Jose, who owns the team. Only races double headers, but I don't believe he has been able to make one of them yet. The team really split in the garage so far this season. Hopefully that they'll do a little better next season. Riding on board the 99 car of Jack Porkins. Porkins luck, or also known as HBO luck, has struck him a few times. Currently, this is the quality time to have Porkins luck happen, but we'll have to see if that happens or if he can actually finish it off this time. Logan Sanders continues to battle with the 14, but the 3-time winner, he is riding around in probably the best spot he can hope for. Sure, Garrett Zenora is in front of him. He's a pretty good threat to his points lead, but not too much. He's 22 points behind, and that's only a 2-point gap that he has on him. So if the 83 can finish third, that will definitely be helpful to building his points lead and minimalizing loss as much as possible. We see the Smart Motorsports cars, arguably the best part-time fielders in the series. They have Cody Smart, Julio Caesar, and Alan Eberhard all in the race for the second time in a row. They have gotten all 4 of their cars in the race, despite only having one full-time car on numerous occasions, so that team is definitely looking strong, and they are planning to upgrade to a two full-time car team next season. We're going to have to see how that works out. Patrick Curtis, we were talking about him not making the field last week, and that was not because of missing it. All full-time entries are always making the field, but the team owner decided to put him out a ride to let him think, I guess. Not very clear on what exactly happened there, but Venom was not too pleased with that as they removed their sponsorship from that race, leaving Jake Rogers in a blank white 21 car. Rick Witt Racing has been kind of under the radar, though. They haven't shown anything really this season. Really just looking for some strong runs and try to string some good finishes together, but they have not had any of that recently. Oh, and the 98 car is blowing up, and caution is out on the track. Collecting as Christian Parker, and the 2 relatively new drivers, are going to be involved in the first caution of the day. And with 10 laps to go, Christian Parker has a bunch of damage on that 50 car, and I believe the motor exploded. I was focusing on Brian Thompson, and I just saw the 98 car come across the nose. We're going to take another look at this. We're focusing on Jake Rogers, and he just blows a motor and trying to get to pit road. I wonder if he knew that was coming, because he definitely looked a little slow going into turn 3 there. And just sadly nowhere for Christian Parker to go, as well as Aiden Milliken in the CVS Pharmacy Toyota. He's going to get a little piece of it. You also see Jack Porkins. He was coming up on the rear of the field too, so this caution is going to save them from going a lap down. As you see though, with 8 laps to go, the caution car goes by and everybody goes with them. This is a relatively short race, and everyone is deciding to stay out, so I believe we will see a no pit stop race this time. 40 laps at this short track. I believe we can make it. But we'll have to see. It is a stretch. The average fuel mileage is 39 laps, so we'll have to see if everyone can make it back. Green flag is out for Jack Porkins as he's going to try to bring it home. Hopefully without fuel complications, but as you see, Garrett Zenora is going to actually fight August Eberhard for third. That's going to definitely help out Porkins as he's going to escape a little bit. And the laps wind down. Porkins just has to hit his marks these last few corners, and he can ride home to a second victory and finally ends the streak of bad luck that has been haunting him these past 10 weeks. You see Nick Vequez still battling with August Eberhard and Logan Sanders. These 3 have just been in a dead competition and all race long, dead even, and have really haven't separated from each other. However, Megan Johnson has joined the picture. Johnson has come from towards the back to have a solid finishing result as it stands right now. But as you see, final lap is in the air, and the 99 car rounding the corners. I don't believe anything's gonna happen. Jack Porkins looks like he'll finally beat Luck, and checkered flag as the skilled driver Jack Porkins will make it to victory lane, and he'll finally beat Porkins Luck and HBO Luck, and he'll finally get it done. Second career win for Jack Porkins, and that'll put him closer to the championship points because he was in 7th coming into this race. A win was really helpful for him. And Jack Porkins tossed the board. How about that, though? Teammate Garrett Sidnor 2nd. You can call this a Red Stallion Racing dominated race as they finished 1 and 2 and started 1 and 2. Eberhard 3rd, Vaquez and Logan Sanders round out the top 5. Some of the drivers who are new to the series definitely having some bad times today, as most of them finished outside the top 20. Patrick Curtis for his day back finished his 20th, and Jake Rogers was the only DNF. Here are the point standings. Garrett Zenor has made it to 2nd place and has decreased Logan Sanders' points lead by 3 points. Eberhard, Deverett, and Johnson are the top 5. Jack Porkins moves to 6th with his win today. Conrad Cooper will slip to 7th, and Rain is in 8th. Here are the final 4, and these guys realistically are done from being able to compete for the championship. Anyways, that is all for now. This is the ASCA League signing out. We'll see you next time on the Copperhead Amateur Series at Bristol. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye-bye.